working with national debt relief, negotiating with all of my creditors, and reduce the amount that I owe. And I'm not debt free.
If you owe more than $10,000, call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to find out how you can become debt-free.
Yes, ma'am.
Grandma's got arthritis. She can't be doing that. I saw you with a bit of a
I'm glad you because my medicine. I came home and I did what I had to do and I sat down and then it was bedtime and I'm like, oh, and I went.
You get the idea.
I got up this morning and I run out and do this and do that and I sit there and I said, oh Lord. Yeah. So how is your day going? Oh, I know. You're supposed to do that. You're entitled to do that sometimes.
Watch this. Nice. That's your cheese.
Yeah.
Now, guys,
Today's only Sunday. I know you don't do it too often.
I'll pop the zucchini in here. Just give it a bit of top. Pop it and go. 2 hands like this. Give it a bit of a push. It's that easy. I'm also going to give you the grater attachment as well. For your zucchinis, your carrots. Is that impressive or what?
You get the Chopzilla with the regular dicer, the fine dicer, and the grater attachment, all
Right.
just $29.99. But wait, to make this the best offer on TV, here's Marty with even more.
I'm going to give you the slicer attachment as well. That's what
You get it all 3 blades,
Oh,
plus
I don't
free
do that.
4 blades, all for just $29.99, and we'll even ship it to you fast and free. Call 1-800-980-9418 or go to buychopzilla.com. So call 1-800-980-9418 or go to buychopzilla.com.
Back here on Bucks Weather Live, at least 3 homes destroyed in southeast Utah after tornadoes pushed through there yesterday. Survey crews examined
Yeah, it was
the
nice.
damage.
I was out
Data
there.
from Storm Prediction
Yeah, I
Center
was out
saying
there.
that Utah
It was nice.
averages about 3 tornadoes a year. Now, the
Okay.
reason why tornadoes are rare in Utah is because of the dry
Yeah,
climate,
so
terrain
let
that
me
makes
tell you
it
what I had on my mind to call you back about.
This being
When
one
we
of
were traveling on
the first
Wednesday,
tornado warnings in
you
about
were
a
saying
decade
something
for
about
the state of
your
Utah, so pretty
grandson.
impressive there. Now, the severe
About
weather risk does continue to stretch
something
into
about
the Great
you have to
Plains
work with him
today.
and you don't
We'll
have
talk
to
about where
face
those
it.
zones are, but I first want to talk about the heat that is still sweltering parts of the plains here. It's all connected to our Omega block pattern that's still holding on through the rest of this weekend, even into the start of this upcoming week. 98 in St. Louis, our afternoon high, 81 in Chicago, 91 in Kansas City. We keep the heat rolling right into the start of the week. No sweaters, no pumpkin spice lattes unless they're iced. We're doing shorts and t-shirts. Back to school for tomorrow. Now this heat continues to hang on as our high pressure is shifting up over the Great Lakes. Now at the same time, we have our troughing that is swinging into the plains, and that's going to drop our temperatures and also bring in some unsettled weather. You can see this low pressure ejecting out of the Rockies. That's going to
sleepy
continue to head up through the plains as we go through the day today. Now, when you get a troughing pattern, you will get areas
Sleepy
of
and grumpy.
low pressure that's going to continue to work their way and kind of pivot through the region. So this trough is going to be stuck and slowly blocked by that high pressure that's back out to the east. And so that's what's going to keep a pretty unsettled stretch in the mix. Multiple days of rain and thunderstorms on the way across parts of the Great Plains, north, south, central. You get the picture here. So severe risk that negatively tilts a trough too. That's something to note. If this were a little later in the season, would definitely be a bit of a feature that would increase our risk for more intense storms, but not to say that we won't get some damaging winds, some hail, even a tornado potential, which has been highlighted up across the Dakotas as we head throughout the rest of this evening. Already tracking some action out there this afternoon over the last 3 hours. You can see that low ejecting its way on into parts of western Nebraska. That's going to be the focus for at least some severe weather right along the border with Kansas, but note we have that level across the Dakotas, and this newly added down across the Panhandle, Texas and Oklahoma. A couple other smaller areas to watch for a couple strong to severe storms, so heads up there across parts of the middle Mississippi as we go throughout the rest of this evening. Level 2 risk for flooding with these storms. We are expecting through this upcoming week an additional 1 to 2, upwards of 2 to 3 inches of rain. Nebraska feeling the soaking rain the most. Data showing the pumpkin spice products are driving fall seasonal spending. You guessed it, huh? Well, the outlook for upcoming pumpkin crop is mixed due to the challenges of heavy rain and high temperatures in certain parts of the country. Meanwhile, California's wine grape crop has been shaping up to be worse than last year. Meteorologist Bob Van Dalen and I spoke to Chief Investment Officer of King's View Partners, Scott Martin, Thursday on America's Weather Center, and we got his take on the fall harvest outlook and consumer behavior on seasonal spending. Check it out.
Consumers get really excited about promos and gimmicks and things that are related to the season. I think folks get out of that summer blaze, if you will, and get into that kind of fall lull maybe, or they need something to get excited about. And so when a place like Starbucks and your local coffee shop come up with these spices and these lattes that arrive around, say, the October season, you get these fall colors that are so beautiful in the Midwest. Effectively, that drives spending. I mean, people go out and they spend a lot more money around the Starbucks, around those coffee shops, in the coffee shops themselves, because they get so excited both internally and say externally about the taste and the purity of the coffee.
I feel like pumpkin coffee. Pumpkin spice a little too sweet for me, but I will say pumpkin anything will drive me. The decor, you gotta, the house has gotta look homey, it's gotta look festive.
You are susceptible to the advertising.
I am one of the percentage. That's me, I fell for it. But it's kind of interesting, I mean, we're speaking about fall. Pumpkin's obviously going to be top of mind for a lot of folks as we bleed through September, October, Halloween around the corner. Pumpkin patches gearing up for a lot of people coming in, and depending on where we had drought settling in throughout the summer, cooler temperatures, early frosts, how do you think the pulse on the pumpkins will be going for the next couple months?
It looks pretty good. I mean, at least as we see, Jane, maybe this kind of reprieve we're getting in the weather pattern these days, like you mentioned, with the tropics being so calm, which reminds me of 3 years ago when Hurricane Ian just showing up at the end of October and taking those memories away. But certainly, I think the fact that we are getting maybe this little break, we're getting maybe a little calmer weather, maybe some more, say, temperate weather, maybe the storms move a little faster in there so we don't get these flooding rains. I think it's going to look good. And also, Jane, here's the biggest thing: as a father myself now, a 14-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son. But remember those pumpkin patch days. My goodness, the prices at these pumpkin patches, wherever you are, whether it's Illinois, Ohio, where I grew up, Indiana, Chicago, or Iowa, let's say, the prices at these pumpkin patches are not to be shied away from the standpoint of, like, you get a lot for spending what you get out there, what you do, commit to the pumpkin patches. So I'm sure they're going to do just fine no matter how many, say, corn mazes and corn runs they have aside from the pumpkin throwing contests.
Yeah, those are my favorite. When you launch them on the big old slingshot.
I see what you mean.
For that, no
He
question about it. So
wanted to get up in there and
right
do
there. Let's go back to
straight line like we
California right
do.
now, because we've seen several different reports that are kind of contradicting each other about the grape harvest possibly for the wines out there in Napa. What are you seeing out there for this year?
Yeah, a lot of weird things are going on with the grape harvest, kind of rumors, if you will, BBD, about how kind of this change is going on, like Jane mentioned, with the environment, with kind of the atmosphere. And so there's been some challenges for wineries out there. And if you look around the country, not only the politics in California, which we know are a bit, let's say, stringent, the fact that there's other areas in the country, like say, Pennsylvania, believe it or not, certainly Michigan, that are starting to grow more wineries now. The problem is they're so far behind, they're probably not going to threaten, say, wine country, as it were, or as it is well known in California. But further drought issues that they have, further politics, say, wrangling that they have in Sacramento, suggest that there's going to be more maybe matriculation outside of California and other states that may be more welcoming and maybe more favorable from a standpoint of a climate situation. So as we grow into the same future here, expect more wines, say, at the grocery store to come out of areas besides California, but California is still being the #1 leader in say, wineries in the country at about 80 to 85% of the wineries that are out there.
I don't know. So I was just in Virginia. I was in Virginia last spring.
Pennsylvania too.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, Virginia wineries, man, they're pretty good. You got good ones out there as well. Just that one coming to mind.
The Finger Lakes,
They
they've
started
got
out
some
doing the
wonderful
same thing
wineries up that
you're
way
trying to
also
learn to
too.
do
But
right
California
now.
will be interesting because
That's
obviously
the point.
we had some really cooler temperatures in the valleys, and so that's actually one of the conversations on what's going to lead to a better harvest. But then you're combating smoke, you're combating drought. So I think this is interesting too. Has nothing to really do too much with weather, but just low alcohol consumption in general has having an impact.
That's the one, Scott. I want your thought on that. Kids these days, they're not drinking enough. What the hell, man?
I don't know what have we taught these guys? Like, come on, haven't they seen me on television? Let's go. I don't understand. Like, it's so funny, Jane. That's a great point because back in the day, let's say
Yeah,
6
I
months
see
to a
what-
year
I
ago,
see your
nobody was
point,
really
but-
kind of talking about it. They just weren't doing it.
No.
And now everybody's
But
like, oh my God, I
why?
don't drink anymore either. I haven't had a drink in 5 days. Like,
No,
you know, I
but
had that
see,
glass of wine when I
you
got home.
have to
And it's
put
all of a
the
sudden
foot
you go
down
there
to
and you
say,
take a picture of them in
this
their
is
house. Let's
your
say someone, you know, they're based on,
This
they've got a glass of
hold on
wine.
a
So I think it's one of those things that maybe right now is one of those things that's cool to say that you kind of don't drink, even though maybe you drink more in private, which is
I'll
fine.
call you right
know,
back.
maybe it's one or whatever. But I think the reality is like that will come back, Jane. I think eventually that will swing back
Okay.
at some point in the future. I cannot stay away from daiquiris and margaritas or anything frozen. So if you want to get me,
Okay,
on
you're
this,
still
that's how I
there.
do it.
Listen, it's red wine season
You
for
have
me.
For me, I've been watching the Giants. I've been just drinking anything I can find.
I think for me
You
too.
have
That
to
game on
say,
Monday, how did I get through
this
that? I made a little bit of
It's
whiskey.
your responsibility. This is where the rubber
All right,
meets
great
the road.
conversation there.
This
Now, much
is
of Florida
where
seeing
this-
its fair share of
this
rain,
and this
storms
is
and
your
flooding this past month. Places
The
like
fact
Miami,
is that you are
Daytona
not
Beach,
doing that.
Key West,
You are
often some
giving
of their
in
wettest starts
to-
of September on
This is-
record. And improved
this
weather
is not
patterns
going
settling
good.
across much
But
of the
guess
state in the
what?
next few days
It's
as
gonna
we
take some
finally
teaching.
at least drop the rain
And it's gonna
chances a
take
bit, some drier air
Yeah.
moving in,
Here are
but
the
that dry
patients of
spell
the thing.
not lasting too
will
long.
take
Another
some
surge of
patience.
showers and
Because
storms
if you
likely starting
don't
by about
look,
Wednesday,
if
middle of
you
this
step
upcoming
on
week.
here
So take a look here, past couple of
couple of
hours,
weeks,
and not a
so-
lot to track. Now, not to say that we won't get a couple showers, right? The sea breeze kicks in right along the coast, and that is going to maybe bubble up a couple of things with the afternoon heating. But the overall
Yeah,
air
I
mass above
understand
our
what you
heads
want. You
much
want
drier
it to be
than how it's been
exactly
the last
where
week,
it
last
used to
2,
be, but
3 weeks
it's gonna
almost, right?
take
We've been
some
stuck in this
patience getting
persistent
there.
pattern. Typically, we're looking at these darker shades
And
of
if you
green.
don't
Now we
exercise
have a lot
that,
of dark
you're
brown,
gonna be
and so that
forever
drier air
getting yourself
keeping us, for the
doing
most
that.
part,
And then
rain-free,
the other
at
end,
least
you're gonna
through
be
about tomorrow.
fussing
Note
in
our
your
weather
head,
pattern
bearing
shifting,
the
and as we
burden
head
of
into
doing
Wednesday
something
into Thursday, we have a little
Pray,
pulse of
pray,
spin that's going
and
to drift
patience.
up to the north.
Pray
We'll watch
and
it.
wait.
Nothing
And
too
if you don't
concerning.
show
Because
up,
at the end of the day, what
you
this
don't have to
tells us
show up.
is that
You
we're
don't
just
not,
going to see
you
a
don't have to
return to
tell
that
people to put
southerly
food in their
flow,
mouth.
and that's going to bring up our
They know how to
tropical
do that
moisture,
very well.
increase our rain chances. So kicking off tomorrow with
Sister
the start
dear,
of the week,
sister dear.
mostly
We
dry,
love
more
our
sunshine,
loved
pop-up
ones.
shower not out of the question by
But when
Tuesday,
it
and then
comes
especially
down
into
to
Wednesday, and when
boom,
we start to see that moisture return and
it's
those
you,
thunderstorm
because
icons are
in the
back
long
by the
run,
middle of this week.
God
Most of our
forbid,
rain in the week ahead is going to favor
when you,
south
it's like
of that
the
Iowa
other day,
corridor, so it's not
when you
everybody.
could
There's a
not
bit of a flood outlook
move
already posted
at all
for
up
Wednesday on
until
the
this
95
point.
corridor, which
What
stretches
will
across
happen?
75. West Palm down to
You gotta put your
Miami,
foot
where we
down.
have seen most of our rain coverage, and that's where
Yes,
we're going to see an additional 3 to 5 inches of rain taking us through about Thursday. Does this continue beyond? Sure, but let's keep it here and now in the next couple of days.
I
Enjoy
heard you.
today,
Yeah, I heard
enjoy
you. I
tomorrow,
heard
and then
you.
note that
But
that rain is going to come back up, increasing the
you
flood
have to do
potential.
it
But look at the
by
cutoff
rhythm.
here. Once it gets to I-4 Orlando to
Because
Tampa,
you give
less
and
than
give
half an
and
inch of
give
rain is
and
forecast
give
for
and
the
give,
week.
but then
So
sometimes
we
you
are
need
going to
to
keep
take
that
away,
drier
take
air
away, take away.
overhead across the
preserve
northern
your
tier
sanity.
of Florida, where we are running in with some of our driest Septembers on record for some of us. But Miami, in the next couple of days, we're going to keep those
You know, they
thunderstorms in
said
the
love
risk,
is
especially
blind.
increasing by midweek. But check this out.
They
Top 10
only
driest
say that
September
to a
around
man and
Tampa
a
on
woman
the
who
I-4,
say
and then up
because
above
the
the
man is
I-10 corridor.
whatever,
So it's a bit of a
and
chill
the
to
woman
haven't
is
had
just
last
there,
year.
and
And
they're so
Sunshine State.
blind they can't see each other.
We're
You're
going
doing
to
the
join us
same
here on
thing
Fox
right
Weather
now.
Live. As
Love
always,
is
have your
blind.
notifications turned on your Fox Weather app to get the latest weather updates for your location. We've got more coming up. Keep it here.
Stay tuned to get this
Love is blind. You got to put some blinders in that love.
Tired of that pan that always
I'm
sticks,
telling
gets so
you.
scratched and worn, you can't cook in it.
Pray about it. Pray about it. Put some blinders and that love.
Guaranteed to beautify your kitchen like never before.
No, 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 no. You need to pick up one, go down to your daughter and spend 2 weeks down there.
Wow, this is a beautiful pan. It looks great.
Yeah, you take a deep breath and breathe out. I'm not fooling you. Love is blind.
Hammer pans are ultra
ultra non-stick.
Love
Nothing
is blind.
sticks. Even gooey mac and
But you
cheese
can't kill
slips out
yourself
with
because
ease.
love is
And
blind.
look,
You would
these
stumble
sticky
up.
candies melted with a
You
torch
know when
are
people
no match
stumble
for
and fall
hammer
down and
hands.
they
Plus,
never
they're
get up.
super durable, so use metal beaters
Because love
straight
is
in the
blind.
pan for a gourmet souffle that slips out and a pan that looks
Get real.
just like new.
But
They're
anyway,
even offered the same
no,
up to
that's
500 degrees.
the other
So
time.
make homemade chicken pot pie, cheesy lasagna.
The lady
or
that came to
make
church
chicken
with
dinner.
us,
Any recipe looks
that's
great in
spent
these
the
pans.
Sabbath
From
afternoon.
steak flambe to delicious desserts and delicate fish, nothing sticks. Plus, the entire set is
When we had the
PFOA
Women's
free.
Day,
Similar sets are
you weren't
over
there to Sabbath
$1,000,
TV?
but you won't pay that. Not 500 or even 300. Get the full 9-piece
Archie,
copper steel
she
hammered
live
set
out the
for
road
just 5
here,
payments of
on
$49.99.
Bacon Fire
And we'll
Road.
even ship it to you free. But order
For
now
many,
and
many
we'll
years,
drop
this
one
is
payment
probably
at just
this is
4
more.
payments of $49.99. And we'll even guarantee it for a full 10 years. Plus, we'll include
No,
this free steamer
I'm talking in
sticker
the
and a
afternoon when we had this session.
with every pan you'll ever need to make delicious breads, cakes, and desserts. Together, these are an $80 value. Yours 100% free. That's a huge 15-piece set.
Yes,
with free
yes,
shipping. Color, click
yes,
now.
that's the lady.
Order call 1-800-521-5967
Well, she's at high school,
or
man.
buyhammered.com. That's 1-800-521-5967, or you can order online at buyhammered.com.
We went with the website Veda.com.
That's
Get
okay.
nuts and dried
See,
fruit,
you can
and
take
pretzels,
another
and trail mix, and
afternoon
gummies, and chocolates, and
and take
espresso
that,
beans,
okay?
and malted milk balls, and crackers, and popcorn, and sesame sticks,
But
and
in
veggie
general,
energy squares, and fudge, and jelly beans, and cheese, and rock candy, and saltwater taffy, and dried berries, and fruit leather,
I'm
and bars, and jerky, and so much more. .com was already taken. Get 20% off and free
So the
shipping
other day when I got the
at
flowers,
Nuts.com. Yes, we have more than that.
I prayed about it that night and said, Lord, what I'm going to do with all this
When your
stuff.
pet has unexpected
And the Lord
ailments,
said,
Vet
sure,
covers that. Vet provides
here's
the
your
most
neighbor.
complete pet insurance
So,
and pays you back up to
my
90%
friend
of
over
pet
the
bills.
other year,
Vet visit
that's
for
always
nasal
bringing
paws,
these
Vet
stuff.
covers that.
I gave her
Allergies,
some,
Vet covers that.
I
Limping,
still going
broken
and I
bones,
gave
vomiting, cancer,
Pauline
x-rays.
some,
Vet covers all of
and
that
I took
and so
some
much
to
more.
her.
Submitting claims is fast and easy.
And
You get paid back
she
when
was
the
so
user
delighted.
or
We
any
sit
vet
there and
uses
chat
Canada.
all evening, I was
Vet,
guilty
the most
about
complete
6
pet
o'clock.
insurance. Get your free quote at
Yes,
vet.com.
so I asked her if she said, yeah, she's still super children. Yes, she's still super children, that's I'm sure.
Welcome in here to Fox Weather Live. I'm meteorologist Jane Menard. Let's dive into today's weather headlines. Fox Weather, your Hurricane HQ. A tropical wave off the coast of Western Africa could very well become our next named storm of the season. Some signs indicating that a tropical depression likely to form this week in the Atlantic. Meanwhile, an area of low pressure off the southeast coast creating some trouble. It could strengthen a bit and bring heavy rain and gusty winds to the mid-Atlantic coastline, also raising the flooding concerns across parts of Virginia and North Carolina. A tornado sweeping through southeastern Utah. Multiple homes destroyed. A number of utility poles brought down. Crews working to get power restored. It's the state's first tornado warning in a decade, where storms will set up to close out the weekend. We'll have that ahead. Thanks for joining us this Sunday. Lots to get to this hour. Monitoring the risk of those storms into the plains. In fact, we've got a couple areas that could see an enhanced risk of greater threat of some smaller hail or gustier winds. We'll time that out for you. Plus rain returning to Florida later this week. For now, enjoy that sunshine. Let's kick things off with our hurricane. Your Hurricane HQ has been rather quiet, but signs perhaps pointing to that ending soon. We have an area to watch off the coast of Africa. Environmental conditions becoming more favorable. That some development could be in play this week. Typically, we should have seen about 8 storms by this time of the season. We're only sitting at about 6 as far as hurricanes go. There should have been about 3. We've only had 1. Aaron is our one lone hurricane and our one major of the season. So we'll see how this fares, right? It's an area to watch.
All of them have something
In the 70% range of the high category as we go through the next 7 days into the week ahead. Odds as we continue today and tomorrow. And look at our exclusive Fox Weather products, the tropical threat probability. We take
take
into
west,
account
and if
all
we
the
get to the
ensemble
same
members
place
from the
where you
European GFS
admiring
AI
those
model, and you
people
can
up
see
there that you want.
reflecting those low odds in the next couple of days that we're going to see anything
So,
tropical really
this
tighten up
lady
and come together, but
she's a teacher.
we see that
She
increase
is a math teacher, but
in
she
confidence
do other things.
certainly by the end of this week as the
So,
system starts to drift
I don't
closer to
know,
the Caribbean
somewhere
islands,
along
but
the
keeping
way.
some latitude. So here's our visible satellite in the last 6 hours. You can see this broad area of spin. We've seen some healthy thunderstorm development
But then
around
again,
this
we're
area of
breaking
spin.
right
Nothing
now.
that's consolidated around the center just yet, which is why we don't have anything purely
We gotta move on to
tropical
another
in
break, right?
nature. But we do have some dry air that's been entrained right through the middle of this thing. And so we're going to try to fend that off as we go through the next few days. That would eventually allow for at least some further thunderstorm development and growth. That blob of moisture really is what we're tracking right now, right, with those thunderstorms. And that's going to continue, at least through the start of this week, influenced and
The
driven
latest
by our
office
big ridge
open,
of high
and I
pressure.
put her
By
ahead of
about
friend
the
and her
end of
grandson,
this week
and
is when things could get a bit more interesting. Maybe we see that circulation tighten up a bit at this point in time. We could very well be talking a tropical depression or maybe even tropical storm Gabrielle models in these agreements that we're going to see this come together, the disturbance emerging into an environment of lower wind shear, warmer waters, and you can see here on our ensemble low positions, we do have that clustering that shows that, yes, the European, the GFS model, in agreement that we're going to see something continue to track through this zone and continue to strengthen. Now, watch how it opens up the uncertainty, though, as we go through this upcoming weekend.
I can tell you, I can come tell you,
Across models as there's more questions that come into play. Yes, we are sitting in a favorable environment north of the Caribbean islands where we could certainly see some quick strengthening. But we also have this approaching dip in the jet stream that is thankfully going to shield the United States East Coast from any potential impact. We'll see how this all lines up as we go through early next week, but it just goes to show you how much time we have on our hands to see how this comes together. In the meantime, we watch around the Caribbean islands, see what this system is doing, how strong is it, what does it look like, is it Gabrielle? But a reminder that through the month of September, we do continue to follow storms out of the main development region, but we also continue to look a little closer to home, and that will be the case as we head through late September into October. We could see that pattern emerge that brings us development possibilities. Flooding is one of the most deadly and damaging threats that we face. Advanced disaster preparedness tools could be the difference in saving lives and property. The company FloodMap specializes in real-time flood forecasting, providing greater warning time and situational awareness. Juliet Murphy is FloodMap's CEO and co-founder, and she explained what inspired FloodMap on Fox Weather First. Check it out.
What really inspired me, I guess, was, my background was working as a professional water resources engineer specializing in flood hydraulics and hydrology. But I also experienced flooding firsthand and the impact to my friends and family. The Brisbane 2011 floods, I had a friend who saw flooding over the peak of the roof of her house. And it was harrowing with no warning. So I wanted to use my skills to support people to have more insight of what was coming and help them prepare.
And I feel like having that personal connection is the difference maker. I mean, when you have skin in the game, so to speak, and it means something to your heart, means something to what you're doing, it does translate through your hard work. How does FloodMap really help and enhance disaster response for communities? I know it was helpful during Hurricane Helene.
Yeah, that's right. So at FloodMap, we deliver operational impact-based flood forecasting technology to emergency managers directly into the GIS systems that they use. And so what we mean by impact-based flood forecasting is that emergency managers have access to a lot of broad flood outlooks and, storm surge products or point-based peak hydrographs of where the flood height might get to. But what they lack is an idea of the localized impact to people and property. And that's what FloodMap delivers, is closing that gap and helping communities understand this is what it's going to look like in our community. This is the roads that are going to go under. This is the critical facilities like hospitals, aged care homes, properties which might be impacted. which translates to actionable insights that can support things like targeted alerting, evacuations, and really helping protect critical assets before an event happens.
And as we're looking at this animation and how it all works, it's very impressive. How do you work with first responders to get the messaging out to the people who are affected directly?
Sure, thanks so much, Craig. So from that, we realized that for an effective disaster response requires partnerships and a common operating platform where everything is working together. And so we partner with alerting platforms such as Genesis and other platforms like this that are used to deploy wireless emergency alerts, those Amber alerts when a hurricane is coming, such that our technology can inform what's going to be impacted, and then that can be translated into actionable messaging, which is specific, giving the community an idea of what is the hazard, where is it happening, what is going to be impacted, and what they should do, where to evacuate, where is the evacuation center. And so this is what we call an end-to-end early warning system. We're using that data that's captured in the field, the meteorology data, hydrology data, coastal gauge data, pulling that into hydrology and hydraulics to understand where the impact is going to be, and then plugging that into the alert tools that are used by communities. So it's that really end-to-end technology integration and partnerships that I think is key to an effective preparedness and response, Greg.
With a pattern along the East Coast set to bring a threat for gusty winds and coastal flooding. Also, turning up the rip current risks as we go through the day today into the days ahead. So heads up there. It is September, local summer. A lot of beaches are without lifeguards. And so if you do plan to get into the water, perhaps you do have a little vacation time still on your hands. Just be mindful of that. We do have coastal flood advisories in place across parts of the Carolinas this afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised if that coastal flood threat and those advisories alerts will be back on the table as we go through the next few days, especially in a spot like Norfolk, Virginia, where we do have the risk for not only coastal flooding, but rain and thunderstorms in the forecast, and really increasing that coverage as we open up the week. So here's a look at the last couple of hours. You can see we've got this area of spin off the Carolina coast. All of our thunderstorms lopsided on the north side of this system. We are kicking up the winds, though. Check this out. With that boundary stalled in our area of low pressure, we've got this rather tight gradient that's also kicking up our winds along the immediate coast. Cape Hatteras, the Outer Banks, gusting upwards of 25 to 30 miles an hour. Same thing goes down the coast of the Carolinas into Charleston, gusting at 30, even just offshore of Savannah, Georgia, gusting upwards of about 25 miles an hour. Now we get a little closer view of our enhanced satellite, and this is what's interesting. So obviously you can see all of our thunderstorms and those cloud tops shearing up to the north, but we also have multiple areas of spin. So we've got a little bit of spin drifting out of the north. I think our primary area of spin is this guy right here, but this is not tropical in nature. And this is eventually going to push on shore at the start of this week. So we're not concerned that it's going to take on any tropical characteristics. But with this pattern and with this low sitting where it is going to continue to enhance that onshore wind, increasing our risk for rip currents, and then also, too, as it pushes onshore, driven by this ridge of high pressure that's quite strong, moving north of our area of low pressure does two things. One, it kind of traps it, keeping it slowly moving along the mid-Atlantic coastline, and it also increases the pressure gradient, a bigger push of water that could lead to more coastal flooding and, of course, the inland rain potential. So we don't see this push inland until about Tuesday. That's when the rain chances start to pick up and increase across eastern North Carolina, Virginia, gusts upwards of 30 to 40 miles an hour in Virginia Beach. So that's what's going to increase our flood potential by Tuesday night into Wednesday, just some slow movement here. So heads up, where you park your car, we've got more.
The perfect snack box isn't one thing, it's everything. So customize your box, sweet and salty your box, double chocolate your box, protein pack your box, movie night perfect your box, gummy bear overload your box. Think you ordered too much but you didn't your box. For snacks, your rules, endless options, zero compromise. However you snack, Build your own incredible snack box at nuts.com and get 20% off plus free shipping.
This is a story about the one who can fix nearly anything, and turns to Granger, who has almost everything. He troubleshoots issues, maintains the facility, and keeps it all on track. Humans even put the work in, but when they see the results, they know he's the one who keeps the doors open. The high-quality industrial products you need, plus a million more. Call, click Granger.com, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
When you look at your grocery bill, is it so high it knocks you off your feet? It's time to stand up and save with InstaSeal by Bell & Howell, the world's first vertical vacuum sealing system designed to save you money. Unlike ordinary storage bags that trap air in, spoiling your food, InstaSeal removes the air completely, extending freshness up to 6 times longer. Now that's saving. Look, flat sealers create a big mess, but InstaSeal is upright, mess-free, and easy. The secret is Smart Seal technology. With just one touch, it auto-feeds the bag to seal, pauses to vacuum out the air, then continues to perfectly seal. Plus, InstaSeal has a motor powerful enough to crush cans, but smart enough to save crackers from turning to dust. Forget big, bulky sealers you have to put away. InstaSeal's compact design stays to help you seal and save every day. Got a great deal on chicken, meat, or fish? InstaSeal protects it from freezer burn. Now buy groceries in bulk, make meals ahead of time. InstaSeal and save. It even works with all universal storage system bags. Buy on sale meats. InstaSeal and save. When you add it all up, InstaSeal will help you seal and save hundreds on your family's grocery bill. Call or go online now and get the complete InstaSeal system that keeps food fresh 6 times longer, with enough storage bags to fill your entire fridge, with a special TV discount price of just $99.99. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Plus, ship your entire order free. You get it all. An incredible value for one low price. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-368-9094 or go to buyinstaseal.com. So call 1-800-368-9094 or order online at buyinstaseal.com.
Florida from you. I don't think he's graduated.
We're back here on Fox Weather Live. Showers soaking the Chicago metro area. Rain coming down in sheets out of Campton Hills, just west of Chicago. A little bit of a dreary start to our Saturday morning reports, even some small hail. Now, the Oregon Ducks headed on over to Northwestern's campus, where they too started the game with a little bit of a weather delay and impact. The Ducks ultimately taking home the win. We've got our eyes, of course, on the risk of weather impact for the rest of our Sunday slate, our NFL matchups. But Chicago, good news is today looks fantastic, and it is warm yet again. Lower 80s, heat building into our friends to the south. Look at St. Louis for the afternoon, 96 degrees. Kansas City, they're hosting my Birds. The Eagles, I got my Eagles green on. 92 for the afternoon. And this heat is continuing to build in, maybe knocking down a touch as we open up the week, but it will certainly be a feature at the start of a brand new week. Sticking to the 80s in Chicago, 90s across the mid-Mississippi. Now, this weather pattern does eventually break down, but St. Louis, we're sticking with the 90s at least through Thursday, getting back to where we should be by the end of this upcoming week. So what signals the end? Well, we have high pressure squarely in control across mid-Mississippi, the lower Great Lakes. That's going to slowly shift its way off to the east as we get this big dip in a jet that is going to continue to work its way through the plains. And so that's where we begin this story of rain. You can see this broad spin. Boy, does it look impressive on our water vapor imagery in the northeastern corner of Colorado. That's going to be our weather maker to close out the weekend. Negatively tilted trough. Now, if this were a little later in the season, boy, would we see something maybe a little bit spicier for the afternoon. You can see that high pressure sneaking up to the north over the Great Lakes. Low pressure is going to sneak its way through here at the base of our trough, and that's what's going to spell some trouble as far as rain and thunderstorms. Plenty of moisture feeding up through the region, up through the plains in the upper Midwest. It keeps us quite soaked. We do have an isolated risk for some flooding. We also have this boundary that's striped right down through central Nebraska, Kansas, a couple severe storms in the mix, and that could
that's the way it
some
works.
hailstones,
God
gusty
forgive
or
us of
wind, a
something.
bimodal
And
risk,
the
meaning we've got
same
two
thing he
areas to
gave
watch
us
up across the North
forgiveness
Dakota
for.
region, and then
A
down here,
little
right
way
along the border
down
of
the road.
Nebraska and Kansas,
Guess
where we
what?
could see some stronger
We end up
thunderstorms
doing the same
developing
thing again,
through the
and
rest
then
of
the
this
government
evening.
God
A level
forgive us, and he
2
forgives
risk
us.
for flooding stretching through the middle
You gotta
Dakotas,
see,
and then we
the light
continue
there.
that flood risk ever so
So
slightly.
you
It's
gotta
a
say you
smaller
don't
risk,
know why
level
to do
1
that
out
way,
of 4, but
but
it
that's
does
the way it's
extend
gonna
into the
be,
week ahead as
because
this
that's how it
trough
works.
continues to work its way off to the east.
Until we
Nebraska
put a
gets the
brakes
biggest
on it,
soaking, 1 to 2 inches of rain, could
it's
see
gonna
upwards
work
of 2 to
always
3
work.
in some areas. 1 to 2 inches of rain, any of these training thunderstorms through this evening is what's going to lead to that flood risk up across the middle Dakotas. Severe storms, again,
This could,
something to be
this
mindful
could
of.
be your
And
learning
these two threat zones
experience,
here as we close out
right
the rest
here,
of the day today.
because you're
Bit
gonna
of a
go.
quieter
But
stretch
you know, they
into
tell
the
us
day
that
on Monday,
every
but
day
look
you
how
should learn
Tuesday
something
opens
new.
up. You can see
Every
another
day,
shot of
you're
energy,
supposed to learn
boundary
something new,
returns,
and
and we
even
aren't
from a
expecting
small
storms to work
child.
through the same
Look at that
areas,
little
and so that's
bird,
what keeps that flood
just
risk
like,
on the board
look
for
at
the
that right
next
there,
couple of days.
that little child,
An
she knows to
exciting
do
new
so
tool
many
coming to help
things.
NOAA
I ain't talking about the big girl.
forecast space
I'm talking
weather.
about the little
The
walking
agency is set to
baby.
launch its first ever satellite dedicated
When
solely
I was
to
leaving,
monitoring
when I was
solar
leaving
activity. Now, this
television,
mission could be a game
I
changer
got
for
up and
protecting
I
everything
stopped
from
because I had to
satellites
talk
in
with a
orbit
black
to
woman.
power grids
And then,
down here on
and a
Earth.
black woman was
Meteorologist
walking
Dean
into
Oliver
the
spoke to
sanctuary we were
NOAA's Weather
in,
Prediction Center
towards
Service
the side
Coordinator
to us.
Sean
And then
Dahl
he
on
said,
Fox
you
Weather
go on
Now.
this
Tell
way.
us about it.
And I say, saw
We are really
Samantha
excited here as
with the
the
baby.
forecast office
And
is
Samantha
the
was
Space Weather
picking up the
Prediction
pillow.
Center entirely.
So when
Because as
we
you
all
mentioned, this
get
is the first
moved up
dedicated
right here,
operational space weather solar
okay,
observatory sitting out there at that
I
really
stopped,
important
I
gravity
don't know
point,
where I came
1 million miles of Earth, to
but she
monitor
stopped
our equivalent
in
of
such
hurricanes,
amazement.
giant explosions of energy from the sun
And,
that are headed here towards Earth.
and the
So we'll
rest
see them
went
leave the
on,
sun,
like
we'll see
the
them go
door.
through the instrument,
And she
and all the way
stopped,
arrive here at Earth.
she looking
And
at
what's
me,
great about it is it's got
she
to
looking at
allow us to
Samantha,
have more sensors that are
and she looking
dedicated
at a
to
black
these solar
woman.
wind observations.
And the girl look at all three of us.
Forecasting
I
the
should read
weather
them.
on Earth is hard. I'm
And in her
very
mind
aware
she
of
said,
that, I promise.
this is
I
what we
also
can
know
do
that
now.
forecasting the activity of a star
I'm dead
93
serious.
million miles away from Earth, that's even
So,
harder.
and
So a
that
big
would
tool
step
for us
towards the door.
back on Earth is
And
the
I
GOES
stepped
satellite.
out
I've got
for
some
it.
goofy
I said,
pictures.
turn
I
around
had
and
the
look at
opportunity to visit
Samantha.
both
And
GOES
she
R
was
and
in her
GOES
right
S
place.
in the clean room. It was just several feet away from these. It gave me an
She
appreciation
speak with
of
her
how wild
thoughts.
the technology
I'm
in
telling
these
you.
satellites are. to
That
see
little
up
guy is
close.
gonna be
There we
beaten
go.
in the
There we go.
system.
It's in the
You hear
clean
me?
room, so I promise that's me. It sounds
That
like this
little
will
bird
work
is
in
gonna be beat
conjunction
in
a
the
bit with the
system.
GOES series.
And
I don't
I'll
know
try to
that
step
out
out.
loud, but for the
She
dedicated
finally step
satellite,
out.
is this going to cut
And
down on
turn.
lead time for possible significant events?
Yes,
I'm
we
able to
absolutely
do
think so,
my
because this
to see
satellite
her
is going to
action.
have a coronagraph on it as well. What a
But
coronagraph
the,
is, it's taking images of the sun's
the fact was telling us
that's where we
that
see these giant
she know how to
explosions,
go with the
coronal mass
refrigerator.
injections that ultimately result in some of the activity you talked about.
At her house,
in the
yes.
story. We'll see those pictures.
So she must
taken
go
every
and put it from
15
the
minutes.
bottom.
Every GOES 19
She's strong.
satellite you mentioned that you got to see sounds like before it went
And
out.
she will take, and she will go down
That
the street.
instrument has a compact
And
rotograph
she
on
look
it
at
as
her
well.
and
And
say,
each of these will come in every 15
well, where did
minutes.
you get
But
that?
the one on Swivel L1 is going
Come
to
to
be
find out,
offset.
and yeah,
So
for the
every
reason
7.5
get
minutes,
the bottom
we're
drawer where
gonna
they keep the food.
coronagraph
And,
images.
okay,
It's
shut
gonna
the
help with
refrigerator,
decision-making,
nicely sitting down.
forecast accuracy, and ultimately our lead time for these events as they arise.
To do stuff.
That is very
She won't
important.
beat
There's
that
actually
in
16 and
system, they'll
17.
be a foot.
The
You think that
OGs
is the
in the
manager?
GOES series.
No.
It's amazing that we're to the end of it now.
No.
We get the launch expected this fall
Oh,
for your satellite,
they
becoming
don't know
operational
the
sometime
wiser.
over the spring. Can you tell us more about it? You said it's a special place where this is going to be located and really far from Earth. What's advantageous about that?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great point. It allows the minimum station keeping and maneuvering, if you will, so it
Did
doesn't have
they-
to burn fuel quickly.
When they were packing
It's a
out from
location that's right in between the sun
they
and
were
Earth, so
big
it
back
has
to
this
give away.
straight eye view of the sun. Now that's positioned as
she had gotten this wrap. You know, when I don't hanging wrap with underneath, they get the leaves on her out. They had taken the clothes off like and the wrap was standing there. So she came. do some folding clothes on that side, I'm on this other side of the table folding clothes.
This is magnificent.
But she came and she started to push
This is a huge
thing
step
around
forward in
because I know
operation.
it's
Before we
weird.
let you go, any other exciting capabilities
So,
of the satellite that you're
I
excited
said,
about?
this is good. Listen, I said,
Yeah, one in particular has an energized particle sensor on it. This is great because what that does is it allows us to
turn
get
around
clues when the CMEs are moving towards Earth.
and
Just
look
as
at her.
magnets involved, this
What
sensor
look?
will give us an idea if that
That
CME
little
is
girl
actually
pushed
heading
that
out
thing
into space
and
moving
took
towards
off.
Earth or not. It'll
I
give
went
us
to
a
the other
more
side of the
reliable
building.
ability to communicate.
You tell me.
So see, the
And
power
that time she was
of
even
satellite
that big. I
operators
remember
including
from when we had to give away.
information before they
She
arrive
didn't
here.
know.
And
She was in trouble.
enhanced lead time for warning capability
I'm
for the
telling you,
associated
she
solar
knows she was
radiation
in
storm
trouble.
that could actually damage
And when she
satellites
said,
or cause human health
she
issues for
said, turn
astronauts.
around and
It
look
would
at
be
her.
important.
She just pushed that thing out that way and
Part
took
of the
off.
Artemis 2
And next
Artemis
thing you know,
3
she was on the
support.
other
When we go
side.
back to the moon,
Look
we
at her
actually on the
floor.
surface of the moon, and our forecasters
So
are
let
going
me
to
tell you
review this
something.
information
Hey,
to help with
it's
those
always
astronauts.
something you can learn every day, and these little kids will teach you.
Early morning rain moving
And
through
back to
parts
your
of South Florida yesterday.
grandson.
Towering clouds, dark
Remember to
skies
tell
off
him
the coast of
the same
Hollywood
thing when
Beach.
you
Check
just
out
learn
that
to do.
shot.
Those
Increasing
people
clouds
up
with some
there,
scattered
they do
thunderstorms
that.
this
That's what they
afternoon,
do.
but in
And
fact,
it's,
the
and I'm not
sunshine
kidding
days
you.
were improving.
That's what
We are
put a lot of
expecting to
people
see a
into
drier,
position because they
sunnier
got to
day
go
down
wash
there
the
in
dishes in a
Florida.
restaurant
Thankfully, because
They
it's been
gotta
a
go
long
cut
run, we've had
somebody's
a lot
grass
of rain, especially in
and
spots
save
like
their
West
money
Palm, down to Miami, over into
to
Fort
put
Myers.
themselves
So
where they
here's a
want to
look at
be.
the last
It's
3
not
hours.
caring
A
to
couple
push them
showers
up
not out of the
there. I
question
did
today.
not send my
Sea breeze
children
kicks
to
in,
college.
and it is
I
Florida
told
after
people
all.
that.
And so we
They
did get a
work their
couple
way through
passing
school,
showers, give or take.
finding
It's a
how
very dry
to
air mass overhead.
work
That stalled
at
front that stays with
restaurant
us
this,
every
that,
single day this
and
week has
put
switched
somebody
down to the
down
south,
and help
and that's
somebody
allowed
and
and
get money
opened up
to go
this
to
drier
college.
air to
I tell
funnel
them that.
in
I don't take
across
no
the
credit for my
peninsula
children
through
doing
much
that.
of the day today. So that's going to limit the coverage of our showers and storms. Not completely shut it off, but unfortunately that dry air doesn't stick around forever, and it is going to retreat back up to the north. We get this moisture flow to return, and that is what's going to unfortunately enhance the risk for rain as we go through this upcoming week, more so by about Tuesday, Wednesday onward. So today, tomorrow, rest in, and we might be able to get a bit more beach time in. Here we are through tomorrow afternoon. South Florida, that's where we're going to see most of the focus. Couple storms popping up with some sea breeze action in the afternoon, but I think we are drier through Tampa, Vero Beach, Fort Myers, certainly north of the I-4 corridor. Not expecting much of a drop, but as we go through Wednesday, that's when we are expecting to see those storms start to work their way back up the peninsula. And then unfortunately, that's where we're going to tack on a flood risk. Here we are Wednesday through Thursday morning. Notice it's the lower base of South Florida and then up that 95 corridor into West Palm, Pompano Beach, down to Miami, where we've already picked up over 10 inches of rain this week alone. And so the grounds are quite saturated, and it really doesn't take much. We were checking in with Brandon Campbell, our Fox Weather correspondent down there all week long. You want to be mindful around those construction sites down in downtown Miami. It's the concrete zones that typically take on flooding a bit more, that ponding on the road. So through Thursday, especially by midweek and then onwards, that's when we're going to pick up an additional 3 to 5 inches of rain. But note that stretch is really south of the I-4. So from Tampa to Orlando, Daytona Beach, we are expecting to stay drier for the influence of that drier air up across North Florida. But next 6 days, that thunderstorm icon is back across Miami-Dade County. Here's look at the rain so far month to date. Top 10 driest Septembers. That's north of the I-4 corridor. We get south and we've cracked into the top 10 wettest September. So this month has featured a bit of the have and have-nots, but just to give you an idea of our rain totals since September 1st, more than a foot in Miami, making up for some lost time. We've had that extreme drought creep in on the map. Last week, all that rain, shaving it away. Well, straight ahead here on Fox Weather Live, tropical development likely in the Atlantic as we look ahead in this upcoming week. Will we get Gabrielle? We'll let you know. Keep it here on Fox Weather Live.
Poverty is unimaginable. There are people who are struggling.
This is wishy-washy, delicious.
If you're ever going to allow your Christian faith to rise and to do something for God's
hard work.
She's 96 years old.
This is what she had to eat for today.
She has one pot of water and wheat.
My father was killed by the Nazis, and I was an orphan. I didn't know God. But now,
Set
in
you
the
up.
cold
Yeah.
and weak nights, I pray for food to the God I've never known. There are good people that love you.
You see the tears. Scripture says joy can come in the morning. You can be the reason. Right now in Ukraine, elderly Jews are trapped in unbearable poverty. If you will bless these hurting children of Israel, you will receive God's blessing in return. Your urgent gift today of $25 will help rush a survival food box filled with life-saving essentials. Call, scan, or go online now. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you. I don't know how much longer she could have waited for us to come.
I can't even grow my food anymore. What will happen to me? I'm doomed to starve.
Tens of thousands of elderly Holocaust survivors of the former Soviet Union are living in extreme poverty, hungry, and forgotten. But through the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, we can bring them hope.
It's my favorite food. May you be blessed.
You saved them. We see you, and we're here to help. Please don't delay. Call, scan, or go online now.
It's AARP. Are you joining AARP?
Actually, I just did.
Call or go to joinaarp.org to join today for just $15 for your first year with automatic renewal, and your second membership is free. And get instant access to discounts on eye care, prescriptions, savings on travel, dining, and deals from top retailers. So many ways to save. Instant resources, tools, and tips to help manage your money, maximize your health, and so much more. Member offers find you wherever you are. And AARP is the largest advocacy group for people over 50. Your voice will be heard.
I'm nowhere near ready to retire, and AARP has been a tremendous resource for that.
I love the local retail discounts. We check out hotels, dining. AARP saves us a lot of money.
Join and get an insulated truck organizer free, plus AARP the magazine.
Call 1-800-608-2773 or go online today.
Oh.
Back here on Fox Weather Live, it is Sunday, end of the weekend. I'm Jane Menard here to get you through it. We have summer temperatures spreading across parts of the plains, the lower Great Lakes. It is toasty across middle Mississippi as well. Fall officially beginning, at least astrologically, a week from tomorrow, but no sweaters, no hot coffees, no pumpkin spice lattes, unless it's on ice, because boy is it toasty. We're going to talk about that in just a moment, but I want to reset today's weather agenda.
You give them all the crazy.
We could potentially get our next main storm in the Atlantic this week. Fox Weather, your Hurricane HQ, we're on top of this. The odds increasing for tropical development in the Atlantic as we head through about the middle to later end of this upcoming week. The National Hurricane Center saying that we'll likely see at the very least a tropical depression, but is there going to be enough steam to get us a named storm? Gabrielle would be next to get named off the list, and you know, we've been burned by this in the past, right? But I do think that this upcoming week brings a different environment than what we've been tracking before. The last time we thought we would maybe get Gabrielle. Here's our tropical wave. It's a broad area of disturbed weather. Plenty of thunderstorm growth, but nothing that's consolidated around a tight center of circulation. Note this, here's our center. Now, we also have some dusty air. That's Saharan dust, dry air, still entrained within this broad circulation. In fact, it almost looks like it's cutting it right through the middle. And so that is going to limit its opportunity to develop into something more than what it is right now, at least over the next day or two. Once we emerge into the middle of this week, that broad tropical disturbance, that glob of moisture, is perhaps going to be able to fend off some more of that drier air, and then we start to work into those warm waters, lower wind shear. Trapped underneath that high is going to keep this thing put pushing due west. Maybe we gain a bit of latitude here, but overall, here we are by Friday, and this is when models are coming into better agreement that as we emerge into a more favorable environment by the later half of this week, note the lower wind shear across the Atlantic basin at this point. That's where we could potentially see a tropical development come together, where we are talking tropical storm Gabrielle, maybe hurricane Gabrielle is within this zone that we do have warmer waters, lower wind shear, and that would open up the opportunity for more intensity or more strengthening. So where do we go from here, right? Here we're at Friday afternoon. Note the tight clustering of our models and good agreement that we have this tropical system. As we go into the upcoming weekend, boy, does a lot of uncertainty come back to the table. How strong is this? Where is it tracking? Where is it going? Now, I do say that we do some confidence here that we have a buffer for the U.S. Big trough is going to be set up, and that's what's going to shield the East Coast from the impact of this system. Now, remember, we're more than a week out, so we'll see how this lines up.
That's right.
Potential for some strengthening north of the Caribbean islands.
I didn't say that word, but
influenced by that trough. So that's going to be that protecting barrier for any U.S. impacts or U.S. landfalls. But this is the time of the year that we want to pay very close attention to. We often have plenty of time to watch these storms coming in out of across the main development region to see how things will shift and change. We make those preparations well ahead of time. Also note, though, through the end of September into October is when we really have to look a little closer to home. That development chance still on the table in the next 2 weeks, incorporating both the Western Caribbean and parts of the Gulf of America. So we'll watch how this comes together, that increased raininess, the moisture content, and those very warm waters, two pieces of the puzzle here that could spawn something tropical. Nothing alerting in the near term, but it just goes to show that we have seen this pattern before. We've seen this as recently as last year, where that backload season can be influenced by something much closer like the Central American gyre. Hurricanes Helene and Milton hitting Florida's west coast last year within a 2-week span. The Clearwater Police Department jumping into action during both storms, rescuing more than 560 lives. Meteorologist Britta Merwin recently spoke to Clearwater's police chief to discuss the storm's saving efforts.
Definitely a challenging time. We've been through a lot of these storms over the years. I've been at this for over 30 years, and we've seen a little bit of everything. But our folks have been working since the landfall of Helene, and it was a glancing blow to us, but it was still devastating because of the storm surge. And then Milton rolls in as a wind and significant rain.
Yeah, and I remember right as Milton was approaching, I was in the Sarasota area, and I was walking through debris piles from Helene. And just to think about what everybody was going to face as this new storm was moving in. When you think about situations like this, obviously all hands on deck, how do you balance fatigue and the needs of your crew?
Well, that's the most difficult part in my view. I mean, we have officers that are deployed around the clock on these things, and because of the succession of the storms, that never ended. There was no break. So they didn't even have time to go back home, prepare their families.
I'm not saying right this minute, but it's something to think about. Because if you're going to help me later on down the road,
and leadership perspective, it's probably one of the most
when
difficult
God took
aspects of
Moses
this,
out of
because they
Egypt,
really went all in.
first of all, when Moses kissed that man,
You know, it
God
was just a
knew.
difficult time.
Yeah, to say
And
the least.
God-
And, you know, you
God
mentioned it a
allowed
little
him.
bit in what you just said. You live
God
where
knew Moses
you
at
are
a
serving.
temple.
And I think as first responders, I would
God
imagine
knew
that's one of the
Moses
most
at a
difficult
temple.
things. That you're
And
putting
it's because
everybody
he had a
else's needs
temple,
ahead
that's
of
why
your
he
own.
killed that man.
How do you prepare
God
for
knew all
that,
of that.
to sort of put inside
And
you
God
your
did
needs
take
to
him
get done what needs to
out
get
of
done?
Egypt because he killed the
Now,
man.
you know, we've
And
been at
other
it for so
people
long,
find
we
out
have kind of a protocol,
what
you know,
God
we
did, he didn't
prepare
forsake you.
everyone, and
He
particularly
said,
young
no,
officers who may
go,
have
go,
not been
go.
through anything like this. We
You
try
think,
and
you think
let
Moses
them
just
know
run by
that
himself
as
and
your
leave
family, you
Egypt?
have to have your own
God
evacuation
was
plans
constantly with
because
him.
you're not
Send
going
him
to
up
be
in
able
the
to look
wilderness,
after your
40
loved ones
years,
when you're deployed and looking after the
and then
public.
he revealed himself
And
to
so
you.
we try and educate, we try and
Listen, that's
educate
a
them
lesson for
on
us
what
to
to
learn
expect,
in
what to
these
be
lessons.
prepared for. But the challenge is always every one of these storms
And
is
while you was up
completely
here,
different, no matter what we
and
see.
God revealed to you.
So
Because he sent him to go man sheep for 40 years. Moses was a well-fed man to be governor of Egypt. But God didn't allow it to be so. Because what would have happened to the Israelites? They would have still under bondage because end up Moses would be the queen's daughter, son, and he would have inherited the throne of Egypt after the Pharaoh. Because his mother would be the queen. And then, when behind that, who? Moses would have been the other Pharaoh. You know who the Pharaohs are? They would have treated them just like they treat them now. But God
I
would
need to
not
stop
allow it to
sleeping
be
on my little
so.
hand. I woke up. I actually did fall asleep.
Think about
I
it.
was trying to see if I was going
God
to
would
fall
not
asleep, but I
have it to
keep
be
sleeping
so.
on my
Because
hand, which
after
is a
God
bad
had
habit.
promised
When
to
I wake up, my
Abraham
wrist is hurting.
and his seed forever, if God had allowed Moses to stay in Egypt, Moses would not have been the Moses that God had now.
Oh wow, a lot of
So
people
you
have
have
been
to
commenting in here. I
understand,
was actually like, I
God
did fall
allowed
asleep.
things to happen.
Fiona,
God allowed
Fiona,
things to happen.
Fiona,
Then take flight.
Log
God
Powers.
knows.
I saw your
God
comments.
knew everything.
Toodles
And then he said, okay,
and cute dog. Thank you.
virtue.
Oh,
And she
Anthony
tell us
Lee,
like
you
she,
came back.
we don't even
Miss
know they hold on to
Gubby.
you. We don't know no way to turn. Still some of them get lost. The shepherd has to go find them.
Anthony Lee
All
came
these are
back.
lessons
Miss
for us to
Gubby.
learn by.
Oh wow, are you dead? Oh wow. Thank you guys for the
Way
comments.
off from everybody else.
Sylvia Solario, Mr. Clean Jelly Bean, Mia, hope to become famous one day. Sleeping. Kiss you on your cheek while you sleep. Larry Lamar, leave it up to you. Thanks for coming through, Larry Lamar. Lovely play. Is that Lover BX? Slim Fat Boy. I'm gonna be a slim fat boy. Meditating. Leo. Leo talking about her. Wake up, Keith. What's up, Keith Nichols? Rogers. Nothing. No, something is always something. There's never nothing. And what does that say? Jappy? Zippy. Is that Zippy? Hello, I'm back again. I'm guessing that says Zippy. Those fancy letters are hard to read. What's up, Slick Pullum? You back, folks. You're so funny. I'm good. People keep asking me to do a scream. Not sleep, stream. Yeah, that's close as it's gonna get. I did fall asleep though. I didn't realize that much time had went by till I cut my circulation on my hand cut off. That's what woke me up. The lighting behind me is crazy. But yeah, that's what woke me up. That's why I started doing this to my hand. Felt like I broke my wrist. But I'm good. How you doing? About to drink me some coconut water. Whew. Coconut. I haven't had coconut water in a long time, but I feel dehydrated. I'm glad you're doing good.
Anyway.
I did not get my granola bars. I like my granola bars. I don't have a one. I had Mocha with me this morning because I actually took Mocha to the ocean this morning so I could put her in the salt water. Yep. What kind of channel name is that? Please tell me. I'm not even going to say that. So what are you up to today, Slick Pullum? You know, coconut water tastes like different every time you crack one open. This brand is pretty good if you like coconut water. It's a good brand. I don't like the ones that put sugar in it. Putting sugar in it is like another. What else am I supposed to be doing besides doing this? Oh, you doing DoorDash? You never have you told me you do DoorDash before? How come we haven't had this? I was gonna do DoorDash this morning, and I ended up going to the beach, and then I didn't feel like doing it no more. Then my battery started dying, cause you know when you're doing DoorDash, it eats your battery up. It literally like eats it up quick. Yeah, I do Uber Eats too, but it's not that popular on this side of town. I got to go into the bigger city, like where I work. I probably go do something this evening. What time is it? I try to make a couple of dollars somewhere. Gotta hustle. Gotta hustle. Gotta hustle. But by the time I got through fighting with Mocha at the beach, it's tiring. I really didn't plan on taking her, but of course she started following me and she didn't want to stay home. I should say she didn't want to leave my side. We're going to talk about Ford. How are you going to talk about Ford though? It's like me saying all men suck. Just kidding. Well, people shouldn't say those kind of things. Why would you say that? All Ford cars are bad? Or are you talking about something else? What?
Back here on Fox Weather Live, at least three homes destroyed in southeast Utah after
3 homes destroyed in Utah. Tornadoes have done damage again.
damage. Data from the Storm
My,
Prediction
my,
Center
my.
saying that Utah averages about three tornadoes a year. And the reason why tornadoes are
Ford
rare
suck.
in Utah is because of the dry climate, the terrain that makes for an unfavorable zone
I don't
of
know why that person
development,
named
but
that channel that. I wouldn't even name my channel that.
the
Is
first
DoorDash
early
busy where
warning
you live?
issued by the
Slick.
county by the state of Utah. So pretty impressive there. Now, the severe weather risk does continue to stretch into the Great Plains today. We'll talk about
Sometimes,
the
you know how it
snowstorm
is.
risk.
You have those
We're talking
peak
about the
times.
wind that
But
still
I know
blows
some
over
cities
the
it's like always
northern
busy because the
plains there.
city is
So
big.
wanted to
And I
ask
know a lot of people don't
everyone
want to
for a
drive.
pattern that's still holding on.
Like when you go around breakfast time, especially in the early part of breakfast time on a Sunday morning, like 6, even before 6, there are people at work, getting off work, don't want to go out. Yeah. But anyway, when we got up this morning, we thought about relaxing. It's not busy. This time of day around here is definitely usually not busy. This is like after lunch, the lunch rush time. And then to think about it, on the weekends, especially, you have a lot of people that like to go out. You know, they want to go to the mall or they go on wherever they're going. Then you don't really have a lot of people that want to stay in. Most people want to go out. Yeah. Like one day, I think what holiday it was. It was a holiday. Now you know most holidays people are grilling, at least around here, or they're getting together for get-togethers, getting together to get together, whatever the case may be. And I went out one day, which was a holiday, and I think I had got one DoorDash, and then I forget I was somewhere and I couldn't answer it, and then after that, nothing else came in. I can't remember what holiday that was. It's like I think it was Memorial Day. Yeah, I was trying to do something just to be doing something other than what I would normally do, and yeah, that holiday was like yeah. There were some restaurants that were open though, but everything was just quiet. Most of the parking lots were empty. But anyway, I got on my merch, whatever devil. We made it anyway. This shirt comes from the motivational minister. Check out his merch store, whatever devil. Cause some people be acting like devils, like what? I'm gonna poke you in the eye, poke you in the eye, whatever devil. Yesterday I had to wear purple. So did you see me? I did my nails yesterday. Purple, purple dress, purple nails. I haven't posted any of those pictures. Ooh. But yeah, that's what's up. What's up? My wrist is hurting. I think that's why my wrist right here is like swollen up because I'm always falling asleep on my hand like this. And I think it's causing this right here because now I'm getting this like bump. You see that little extra thing that wasn't there before, and now it's like it's creating uh, it feels like a, I don't know how to describe it, but it hurts really bad right here now. So I really need to stop sleeping on my hand, like for real, for real, for real. Looks like I got more comments while I was sleeping than when I'm awake. So people like to comment when you're not looking. Is that what it is? Let me turn this TV off because I'm not watching it. Oh, oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to turn you guys around. Libby, keep me a pillow. What you mean by keep me a pillow? Keep me a pillow? What is Slick talking about today? Oh, the shade don't came back. You know how the sun rotates around? Thank the Lord, the sun has rotated again where we got shade. We got shade on the front. Of course, I remember you, Libby. Why you always come in and ask me if I remember you? Who else is going to be named the Libby? Like who else? But anyway, I'm happy that the shade is back on the front because when the sun rotates around, especially when you don't have trees over your property, it's like you cannot be outside. It was hard to be outside on the deck because it was hot. Sometimes I think about closing it in, but I ain't doing all that. Ugh. Ugh. So you will stop laying on. Oh, I was like, what? I have pillows. You probably never noticed, but I have a whole bunch of pillows on my bed. I used to have to prop myself up because after when I was not doing well, when I was recovering, I had to sleep with all these pillows, propping up my back, propping up everything because I was in so much pain. I was just habit. I've been doing it, but now it's catching up with me. I think the older I get, the worse it's getting. Just to see if you do remember. Oh, Libby, cut it out. Cut it out, Libby. Now, what I should have done was brought a pillow outside. I'm laying on my old. I used to go to the pool with this thing. What do you call those things? The little floaty things. But I kept it because like it's a good piece of plastic. I'm just like that. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm not gonna throw it away. Yeah, bad sleeping habits, like a lot of things we do, and we keep on doing it. But it just really started hurting. But anyway, it'll be all right. This thing is hard. Just wanted to sit on the ground. I just wanted to sit on the ground. We just wanted to sit on the ground. Probably some frogs behind me. The frogs like to hide in here, and when nighttime comes, they start sticking their little heads out. So it's like I know they're there. I don't want to think about it, but I know they're hiding in there. They do that. I don't even know how they do it. Maybe they're not there. Because I'm like, how can they squeeze themselves in there? Some kind of way they be all around squeezing. Next thing you know, when nighttime comes, they come poking out. You love my videos. So where have you been? You were loving them from a distance? You love them from a distance? I haven't seen you in like forever. I haven't seen you in like forever. But it feels good outside. The weather is changing. We're getting that little. Oh, yeah, I get busy sometime too. But anyway, the weather is cooling down now, so you can actually sit outside without feeling like you're being cooked by the sun. Love bugs are back. Do you have love bugs where you are? Love bugs, excuse me, those little bugs that stay stuck together and they have a little orange head, and then their bodies are black and they look like a little baby butterfly. They're called love bugs. They're everywhere. But what I understood, they came from I don't want to say the wrong state and be wrong, but if you Google it, you'll know. They were like an experiment, and then they became a annoying nuisance. They were being experimented on in one state, and then the next thing they know, it got out of hand, and then they started spreading. They're not always around. They only come around a certain time. It seems like it'll be around this time of year, and then they disappear again, and then they come back again. Love bugs. They're harmful. They don't bite. So the only thing about them is if they get on your car, the stuff that comes out of their body is like gummy, awful to clean and have to wash. Awful. Especially if you don't like washing your car and your car is covered with those things. It's horrible. But anyway, they're called love bugs. And people say when the love bugs fall on you, you must be in love. But you know how that goes. It's just a yada yada. It's a yada yada. When is your next live so I can come? On the weekends I go live randomly. I've been live already like 3 times today. I started off morning prayer time. Then I went down the road a little. I realized YouTube was draining my battery. My battery needed to be charged. I got off. Then I didn't go live at the beach. No, I didn't go live when I went to the beach. I just did a couple videos, which I have not uploaded any of those. And yes, I did. Or did I? No, I uploaded something. But I think I uploaded it for the members only. And then to answer your question, the weekend is a wild card. But Monday through Friday, I go live at 5:30 on this channel, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever your time zone is. If you see the alert, it'll tell you in your time zones. Whenever you see the notification, it should be in your time zone as long as you signed up with your YouTube with the right location. Now, if you put a wrong location, then you're going to see the location of whatever country you put. Because I know some people don't tell the truth on their YouTube channels. They say they're somewhere and they're not. But I'm going to leave that one alone. But nevertheless, I will be back at 5:30 a.m. in the morning for sure. And then I usually come back about 5:30 again after I get off work. But that depends. It varies. The clouds are so beautiful today. They're like a big big fluffy popcorn. You went to church today. Well, good for you. I went to church yesterday. Hope you had a good day. I had a good day, but it was a busy day. And I see lizards walking around. I'm a Florida girl, but I don't like lizards at all. I don't like lizards at all. When I mean at all, I mean at all. They're cute, but I like them at a distance. They better stay away. If they come trying to get on my foot, then I'm going to be like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You're my top fan. No, you're not. You're number three. Just kidding. You're in the leader in the, what you call it? That's an experiment by YouTube. I wonder when it's going to disappear. It just simply tracks the people who make a lot of comments. That's all. If you guys were going to get a reward, that would be one thing. That would be nice for them to give you a reward, right? But I appreciate those who come in and comment, though. It matters to me as a YouTuber. And I like the fact that I could actually still talk to everybody. As the channel grow, I don't know what will happen down the road, but I like the fact. But then I just realized, too, that I can slow the comments down, because sometimes the comments are going too fast. The only way you could be number one is that you talk more than the person that's in number one. That's how that works. It's about how many comments a person puts in general. And then it seems like if you are just a one who comments a lot, you get into the number one. But then if you go to a certain channel, you may not be number one. Maybe if you comment more in another person's channel, you'll move up. That's how, from what I've noticed. It's like me, when I comment on my church's channel, like when I joined my church's channel, I'm still in number three because I don't hardly do it. Yeah, I see you say you get it. Good. I'm glad you got it. But anyway, usually I'm quiet. I usually get on YouTube lives to just go to sleep. There are some people I watch them to go to sleep. There's these sisters from Iran. They do like the content that they don't really talk. They just show you what they're doing. I like watching different cultures just doing life. That's what I call myself doing today. I'm just doing content without talking. But coincidentally enough, even though I was resting for about 50 minutes, people have left more comments than they do sometimes if I'm talking. So maybe it is something to it. The people that don't talk in their videos. So I'm gonna start not talking in my videos and see how that works. Just kidding. I got a lot to say. I look like Ray Charles. No, actually, I fell asleep. What woke me up is the fact that I started hurting my heart. My wrist started burning. That's what brought me back to earth. Oh no, I hurt the ladybug. Oh no, I hurt the ladybug and it's not flying. Oh no, that ladybug broke its wing, and then the one it stuck to. It's like they're always mating. That's going to be not end well. He better release that female. It's like he's trying to fly, but he can't fly because it's not helping him fly. What do I do? What do I do? It's like they work as a team. And literally, it's like he's carrying that female because it's not flying. I think I actually bumped it by accident. I broke it. It's my fault. Oh no. Let me try to help it. Let me see if it'll let me help. It won't even let me. Oh, it's trying to fly, but it can't fly. It's trying though. Oh, it flew. It said I didn't want you bothering me. It managed to fly, but I think it's going to go back down though. It was trying to get away from me. Excuse me? Oh, I was trying to let you see, but it flew away. I was trying to let you see it. They'll come back because they're attracted to people. They call them love bugs because they often try to fly on people. Yeah, they'll come back. Trust me, they're like visitors. They just keep coming back. Now I'll try to catch one, but that one wouldn't let me pick it up, so I couldn't get it. It was determined to fly away, even though the female in the back was struggling. It looks like that's it right there. It's still struggling. It's trying to go up, but it keeps coming back down. No, ladybugs are different. These are called love bugs. We have ladybugs too, but a love bug, it's black and it has like a circular, oval, like circular orange, like head. Yeah, it's a love bug. You should be able to find it when you Google it or look it up on YouTube or something. Love bugs. They're called love bugs. Jeffrey, why are you in here talking like that? I don't even know who Crawford is. Who's that? Be right back. Maybe I'll be here. Probably I'll be here. Most likely I'll be here. I need to go out and do something. I need to go get me some, I need to go to the store without Mocha. And I need to get this hangnail. I forgot to clip these hangnails before I did my gel nails yesterday. My gel nails. And now I got this hangnail, which is very annoying. I always carry a fingernail clipper because you never know when you need it. Why are my copper bracelets looking like that? Something got on my copper bracelets. What did that happen at the beach this morning? My copper is got these little dots in it. See those dots? Made in the UK. Pure copper. I was made. I never really paid attention to that, but it says that. Pure copper. But something happened to it. One of my new. I didn't have a new soap. Sometimes new soaps do stuff. I hear the cow in the distance. I don't know why my thing is doing that. It must have happened at the beach today, because I don't remember it like that before. I put it on my ankles. All right, there's another love bug. You're going to miss it, Libby, if it lets me catch it. I don't want to catch it. Oh, you came back fast, didn't you? Okay. Oh, there it is. As soon as I think I don't want to hurt it. I have to catch it when it's not. Right. This is a love bug. Hope you saw it. Yeah, they are cute. But they're very delicate, of course. They're very soft. So if you hold them a little bit too tight, they are going to fly away. What a beautiful day. I'm ready to go for a ride. Mocha, you're going to have to stay home because if I take you, I can't get out the car and leave you. And it's too hot. I like to take her out in the morning so I can leave her in the car. But if I don't take her, she whines like a baby. She's spoiled. You know, you can post on my community tab. There's a part that says visit community if you go to any my channel's page. And you can actually post your face if you want to post your face. I hope anyone would never try to post anything crazy, but you can post on the community tab. It's like when you're on social media and it says, what are you thinking about or what's on your mind? Yeah. You can share yourself. You have to go, you can't be in the live and do it. You have to go to my channel. You know, when you go to a channel and you see the page of the channel before you select the video, it should be at the top of the screen where it says, I think it's over here at the upper right hand corner where you can go to a channel. And then when you go there, the part at the top should say visit community. When you click that, it says I think it says what's on your mind. I think that's what it says, or something like that. But you tap there, and then you can type a message to the community, which will be me and anyone else who decides to read it. And you can also put a picture. So far, no one has done anything crazy because I guess they realize when they put something crazy, then they leave a footprint. So maybe some people don't want to leave a footprint, so they haven't done anything crazy, which I'm grateful. So you can always send positive vibes in the community. I just recently turned it on. It was off. But now it's actually where, because before it was where I could leave posts, but you couldn't. But now I've opened it where you can too as a community viber. Mocha, you're getting hot. Maybe that's why you want to go inside. The only thing about it is I don't get notifications when people post in the community. If I don't go looking at it, it doesn't alert me that you've actually posted. So that's the part that maybe I have it turned off. I need to check the settings. Because why wouldn't it alert me that about that? So I don't know. I don't know. I have to figure out why I'm not getting an alert for that one part. I would like to know if someone has commented on the community post, the channel post. Mocha, you feel hot. I can feel your body all the way through my shirt. Mocha says, it's hot out here. Actually, it's not hot, but you know, dogs, their body temperature is warmer than humans. Mocha says, no way. You're standing on my hand. You're standing on my hand, Mocha. Okay, well, I can check it when I get off the live. I don't have my other phone. My other phone is actually charging. It should be charged by now. Giovanni, what's up? How are you doing today? But I think I saw your video before, Libby. Didn't you have videos on your channel? I think I saw videos of you before. I mean, I look at a lot of channels on a given week. On a given week, I see a lot of things. I believe so. Giovanni. Giovanni, you've been here before too, haven't you? I think so. Let's see. Giovanni. Giovanni. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope. Giovanni, you are new here. You post a lot. Okay. Mocha, you want to go in? Come here. You don't want to go in? Okay. Mocha's like, no way I don't want to go in. They don't have me going in by myself. Mocha's she wants to go in, but she doesn't want to go in by herself. Like a big baby. She's like, if you're going in, I'm going in. But you're not going in, I'm not going in. If you're going in, I'm going in. If you're not going in, I don't want to go in. Right, Mocha? You got to get some toothpaste in your mouth. You got to get some toothbrushing, which is always challenging. I got to cut your toenail. You didn't let me cut it the last time, but that toenail needs to be cut. She lets me cut part of her toenails, but not all of them. Some of the toenails, but not all of them. Whoa. All right, break time is over. It's time to get back to work. Well, good morning, Thomas from Arizona. It is, what time is it in Florida? 2:13. Good morning. Good afternoon here. Good morning from Arizona. Thomas Williams. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And you are new here, Thomas Williams. My day is going great. Thank you for asking. I went to the beach this morning, my doggy and me, and I have been putting that off for a minute because the beach is like an hour from me. But we made the drive this morning and we made it back home safely. And how is your day going? Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. I hope your day is going well. Oh, you're being lazy? You mean you're resting? Is that what you mean? You're resting? Nothing wrong with resting. Nothing wrong with resting. What is that in your profile picture? I can't tell what that is with my little eyes. It is a beautiful day. The sky, you can see the sky is beautiful. See the clouds, see the blue sky and the popcorn clouds, cumulus clouds. Beautiful. Oh, well, I have, you know how it is on the phone. I don't know what kind of phone you have, but that little thing, when you're looking at the comments, it's like a teeny weeny circle. So right now it just looks like something white. I see like white stuff and something that I don't know what. So that's why I ask. Sometimes people just have like a letter. The letters I can see because it's a letter. But other than that, I can't always tell what it is. But anyway, welcome to the live. Salmon, thank you for wishing me a beautiful day. I wish the same for you. And I also wish you more love, more joy, more peace in your world. More love, more joy, more peace. A black man talking to a beautiful black woman. Thank you. I guess you're talking about me. And Mocha just keeps standing in my lap. I didn't know you were gone again, Libby. 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 You have content on your channel, Mr. Thomas Williams? A lot of people have these empty channels. One time I said, yeah, because some questions I just don't like to answer. The thing about it is, it's in my videos. It's there, and I just suggest that you watch my content because I need watch hours. Hey, I'm a YouTuber by by day and night. I talked about what I do this morning. You weren't there. Where were you, Selman? And I work for YouTube already, so I don't need any other qualifications. Just kidding. But we had this conversation already, and I still stand by it. Please watch the content on the channel. I promise you, I'll tell you. You watch the video I did this morning. I talk about what I do. Talk about it often. You're just not there listening. Are you talking about on your channel or my channel, Libby? Got a quick question. Everybody's been getting sick all of a sudden. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That old bug. They could call it whatever they want to call it. But, yeah, a lot of people around me right now are getting sick. Yep, for sure. People on my job are out now, too, even. People are out everywhere. You see people doing all kind of crazy stuff. I tell anybody, you don't take it for granted. Don't be all up in nobody's face at all. You got sick too, Thomas? Oh yeah, you did tell me that interesting thing about whatever about Pakistan. Your channel is at 2.9K, Libby. Oh, go Libby, go Libby. Yeah, I don't keep people in my face. I don't have no. I don't even get close to my mom's face because of the fact that I know I have a job where I'm exposed to all kind of germs. Even my mom, to protect her, I don't even get close to her because when I go to work and come back, there's no telling what I brought back with me. Uh oh, what I brought back with me. Beautiful sky, beautiful sky. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Beautiful sky, beautiful sky. Mocha, what do you want to do? Because you keep on jumping up. You want to go inside? I'm ready to drive out, and you're not going. All right, Libby. 2.19. Keep on pushing. Like somebody used to tell me, keep on pushing. And I kept on pushing until I finally got monetized. It's going to be almost a month. I got monetized on the 25th of August, which hasn't even been a month yet. I'm a baby. A baby, a baby, a baby. I'm a baby YouTuber. I'm a baby YouTuber. Alright. I don't have to iron my clothes today. I usually iron my clothes with you guys, but I don't have to do that today. So I'm definitely loving that part. I don't have to do that. Oh, can't open the door. Bye, Mocha. Bye. But then stop saying, you keep on looking at me. You want to go in? What are you tired of? Oh, okay. You have a pit bull and a German shepherd. That's cool. You have a lion. Okay. I just got up from, I was doing a sleep stream. Some of my subscribers kept claiming they want to see me sleeping, so I was actually fell asleep at the beginning of the live until I realized I was sleeping on my hand and I woke up. Yeah. I don't need to sleep. I was just resting. If I go to sleep, then I'm not going to really go to sleep tonight, and that's the last thing I need is to be up. And then I don't get enough sleep, and then when it's time to get up to go to work, you know how that goes. You feel like whatever. Oh. I've never liked the game 20 questions. I've never liked the game 20 questions. Never, never, ever. Never, never, never. Never, never, never. Yeah. Libby Salmon has a million questions that I'm not about to answer. You know, the people that just come in and they just keep shooting questions, shooting questions. I'm not here to be answering 20 questions. I don't have a favorite car. Don't have a favorite food. I don't want to answer those questions. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. They say that they're some type of military person, but the kind of questions they ask just give me I'm a kid vibe. That's what I get. Who comes in and keeps asking those questions like that? Who? Other than kids. But anyway, it's time to hit the road. Hit the road. Yeah. Yeah. I bumped into this guy. Was it last night I was watching YouTube? I don't remember his channel name, but I subscribed to him on Facebook. I should say I followed him on Facebook. He was singing some old school gospel songs, reminding me of me. So I said, let me follow this dude. And I don't know if he was a police officer, a security officer, or what, but then I'm realizing a lot of the people I know that have been in uniform, they've been getting flagged and in trouble. So I'm like, why is he still posting content with his uniform? Because I know I follow like Officer Norman, and I don't know if you know who Officer Norman is, but he was doing content in his uniform, and recently his police department told him that he needed to not do that anymore. And I think it's about to become a thing because of a lot of popular YouTubers that are using their uniform as they make videos, and it's a no-no. How do you know? You think you're the only one here, Libby. And why are you always worrying about that? I don't even worry about that. I don't even worry about that. If it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 25, 50, 45, whatever the number is, it doesn't matter. I'm just here to talk to people. And if I'm only just talking to one person, it's perfectly okay. And I will talk to myself, because sometimes you got to talk to yourself too. Yep. So it doesn't matter to me, Libby. That's a pinwheel getting windy. And that pinwheel is pinwheeling. I want to go to the lake. I need to go get me something and go to the lake. Mocha, you put your hair back all over me, and I just cleaned it off, and here you go. I need to brush her and de-shed her. That's what I need to do now. It's all over my black shirt. Nothing I don't have. Anyway, anytime I have to go somewhere, I don't put Mocha on my clothes because she sheds. Doesn't matter how many times I brush her, she still sheds. So how are you doing today? Or is it nighttime where you are? And my favorite car is Mercedes, to answer that question. I don't want to answer not another question, Salmon. Not random questions that just keep coming at me. That feels like the game of 20 questions that I don't like to play. Right, Mocha? Mocha said we don't want to play 20 questions. I would rather be quiet first than play 20 questions. That's how it is over here. And what are you sad about, Libby? I wonder. Yep. Let's put a little sensor on this video now. Let's see who's who. I'd rather be alone in the movie. I'd rather be alone. We are the world, we are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. 'Cause there's a choice we're making. To save no life. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. 'Cause when you're down and out, may seem no hope at all. Just believe. Well, 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 let's realize what a treasure. It's true. That wind blew my hair all over the place. This is weave, actually. I created this with weave hair. And the wind was trying to whip my hair away, like whip it away. We are the world, we are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, 'cause you and me. Let me get up because my butt is hurting. My butt is hurting. Ugh. Ouch. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. No, I'm trying to show you the love bug, but it flew away. There it is. Love bug, love bug. That's a love bug. They're mating. They're always like attached. Always mating. Always mating. Let me guess. Let me guess. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, what a day to relax. The love bug fell on your head, Mocha. Jump. Jump. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's yours for the... Wow, 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off and get out of here. Until we meet again, bye for now. Ciao. Let me turn that back to subscribers. Anyone? That's how you silence a room. And I pray that you'll have more joy, more love, more joy, more peace. Until next time, bye.